Hey guys, it's Eric here and this is my unboxing and review of the Infinix Hot10T. Now, Hot series is largely the reason why a lot of Samsung and Xiaomi bullies refer to Infinix as Finix, probably because of its low-end specs, but this year, Hot series might put an end to it or at least try to. When you open it up, you're greeted with the smartphone. Let's take out the sticker on the front and on the back. This is the Heart of Ocean color. I know, crazy, right? It also comes in black, purple, and Morandi green. We have an envelope that houses the SIM ejection tool, a warranty card, an X-Pack leaflet, an X-Club dollar bill, a film screen protector, which you should probably not rely on, and a hard plastic case which is just like the one on the Hot 9 Play that I reviewed. Bare minimum protection, a lot of unprotected parts. I think you have to invest in a case and a glass screen protector ASAP. On the bottom compartment, we have a standard 10-watt charger, a micro USB cable, and a pair of earphones. I checked out the supported bands on here and yeah, it does support the infamous Glow 4G band 28. Moving on the front you have a 6.82-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display with 90Hz refresh rate. On the top of that display you have a drop notch that houses an 8-megapixel selfie camera with dual flash. On the back, you have a 48-megapixel triple camera setup with quad flash. You also have a fingerprint sensor and some Infinix branding. On the left, you have a 3-in-1 tray that houses two 4G LTE nano SIMs and an SD card. On the right, you have a volume rocker and power button. On the top, you have nothing. On the bottom, you have a speaker, a micro USB port, a microphone, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. About the design, it sports a late 2020-ish camera bump aesthetic. The back and frame are made from cheap-looking glossy plastic. The back has a prism artistic vibe to it, but you cannot feel the texture. The color is loud as hell, young and hippie. Totally not the color I would go for, however it is mildly forgiving when it comes to fingerprint smudges. This is a pretty big phone and its weight is neither heavy nor light. On the front, we get the now old school notch that we saw 2 Hot series ago. Bezels and chin kinda stayed the same. Under direct sunlight, it has the same issues as the Spark 7P when it comes to sunlight legibility. Looking at it side by side the Hot 10, you can see that the colors just don't look the same. I don't know, but I think a little compromise was made here. I mean, aside the never-ending stockpile of 720p displays, cause viewing angles are poorer on the Hot 10T. Size-wise, there's a little difference, but you may not even notice it. They are both very big phones and they require both hands to use them. My Hot10T review unit comes with 64 gigs of storage and 4 gigs of RAM. You get 51 gigs of available storage. You also get another storage option of 128 gigs of storage with 4 gigs of RAM. We're running on Android 11 with XOS Dolphin version 7.6 slapped on top of it. This is basically like HiOS 7.6 but with X-Hide. What's new is privacy screen, which blocks a lot of the screen so no one else really gets the full picture of what you're doing or reading. Now, aside uncountable bloatware, XOS is full on pushing a lot of ads your way. Scrolling all the way to the top on app drawer now straight up takes you to the page where a bunch of useless apps are shoved in your face. This one cannot be turned off. This is how they make their profit, and as much as I hate ads, it's really not a deal breaker for me. The Hot10T uses the MediaTek Helio G70 octa-core CPU clocked at 2.0 GHz and is the same gaming mid-range CPU that is on the Hot 10. Apps open faster on the Hot10T than they do on the Hot 10, and the scrolling is a whole other thing because aside the 90Hz refresh rate that is optional, there's also another option to make the swipe speed and motion speed faster, which is weird because then it becomes too fast. I don't know what wavelength your brain is on for you to want it this way, but there are some people who like things extreme. The fingerprint sensor is fast enough and pretty accurate. The sensor is also bigger than the Spark 7P sensor, so there's little or no room for human or systematic error as it should be. Here's how the speaker compares side by side the Hot 10. When it comes to gaming, as usual I played PUBG on HD graphics and high frame rates, the highest PUBG setting for this phone. It ran pretty smoothly. The gaming performance is similar to what you get on the Infinix Note 7 and I did a separate gaming review for that, so go and check it out right after this video. The Infinix Hot10T is powered by a 5000 mAh battery, and it is slightly smaller than the 5200 mAh battery on the Hot 10. You will feel like the battery doesn't last as long because of that, but it is actually because of the 90Hz refresh rate. While it's not the battery beast that the Hot 10 is, the phone's battery doesn't get too hot, so if you're not gaming all day, it's easily a full day battery life for the average users. It takes a little over 3 hours to charge from 0 to 100%. It does not support fast charging. The Hot10T's camera interface is almost identical to the Spark 7P's, but those lenses are definitely not the same. I'll be doing a camera comparison between them in another video. Let's see some photos. With the outdoor selfies, I can see that it's the same old low-end selfie camera, it's lacking in detail and it's prone to overexposure. Depth sensing is so-so. There's this blurry halo around the edge of my head which is just really below average. With the primary camera, boom! What do we have here? This is way too sharp, way too detailed, way too crispy for the Hot series. It sort of reminds me of the 08 camera, which is way more expensive. With portrait mode, the depth sensing is just too good for the Hot series. Now, this cannot be a fluke. It is either they used the same lens that is on the 08 or they used an even better camera on this phone. That isn't fair to the Note 8 users though. Now, looking at the selfie side by side with the Hot 10, we see a better color profile on the Hot10T, nicer skin tones and a little more details. With the primary lens, shish, it's looking more like mid-range versus entry-level comparison here. Look at the details in that hair, amazing. You will find that the primary camera consistently trumps that of its predecessor by a long shot. We obviously get more details on the 48 megapixel shot than on the 60 megapixel shot. Except when it comes to dynamic range, I don't see much of a difference here. The evening sky was way too dull when this was taken, by the way. Indoors, we can see that huge gap between the primary and selfie camera. The selfie camera is on some soft vibes while the primary camera is packing all the punch. The Hot10T and Hot 10's primary camera are also worlds apart indoors, and this prompted me to do the darndest thing. I dared to compare it with the Samsung Galaxy A52 and the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Point and shoot on all three, I think that while the Hot10T still came in third place, it came too close for comfort. Like, this is supposed to be about half the price of the other two, and this is meant to be a low-end phone. How dare Infinix? With night mode, it was really dark here, and while the 10T is able to scrape more light, they're both just not great photos. Here's how it looks with the dual flash on in a pitch dark room. Just like its predecessor, it records videos in 2K from the front and back camera. So this is the front-facing camera of the Infinix Hot10T shooting in 2K, and here's what the audio sounds like. I'm currently using the front-facing camera of the Infinix Hot 10 and Hot 10T, and you can see how the exposure changes when you move around. Switched over to the back camera, same 2K on both. Can you guys see a real difference? The Hot10T would have been a lackluster, boring incremental upgrade if not for its camera. It has almost all the same cons like the micro USB, HD display and slow charging speed, which is what we've come to expect from the Hot series anyway. The Hot 10 may have shared the same processor with the Note 7, but the primary camera of the Hot10T seems to be a class or two ahead of the Note 8, which could be quite confusing. There's a Hot 10s as well with Helio G85 chip and a massive 6000 mAh battery for the Indian market. It would have been a good upgrade for the Hot 10 and even the Note 7 users, but I don't know if we'll get that released here. If you're thinking of buying the Hot 10 right now, you may want to rethink that because the Hot10T is priced at 65,400 naira, which converts to $135 and it offers more RAM, a way better primary camera and 90Hz refresh rate for about 2,000 naira difference between them. Let me know which comparison you'd like to see first in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram to see what I'm up to. Do subscribe for more videos like this as it will mean a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.